I'm speaking to you tonight, and I shared with you how I was able to rise professionally. And I was able to rise professionally because I had no other choice. In America today, we have no other choice. We're going to lose our country unless we act today. Time is running out. We are sitting and looking back over the last 10 years and thinking, how did the California school system get to that point? We have kids going to the mosque on a field trip, yet we wouldn't dare take them to a church on a field trip. How did we get to this point? I tell you how we got to this point. Apathy. We thought someone else is going to do it. I'm going to pray about it, but somebody else is going to do the work. So I'll pray and they do. It doesn't work that way. You've got to pray and you've got to do. You've got to let your actions be as loud as your words and as your prayer. So you may be a witness and a testimony and an encouragement for others to follow in your footsteps, because not only they admire the joy that's inside of you and the peace that comes from Christ, but they will be able to admire your passion and your leadership ability and your dedication and your strong belief that you can change the world. If I, as a little girl who came from Lebanon, who was poor, who ate grass to live, who crawled under the bombs, under snipers' bullets to get dirty water filtered through stockings, if I have gotten to this point where I was able not only to come to America, not only to create an organization, not only to have thousands of members across the nation, not only to become a regular talking heads on televisions, not only to go travel and speak before the British Parliament and the Australian Parliament and the American Congress, but I am able to mobilize a nation, and I am 5 foot tall and 105 pounds. If I can do it, you can do it. One more challenge I want to issue you tonight. And I pray, and I ask you to pray for us, for our protection. We need protection. We need support. We need people to stand with us. I want you to commit to standing with us financially, even as little as $1 a day, as 60 cents a day. Is national security worth for you $1 a day, the price of a cup of coffee, to invest in an organization that is growing across America and taking back this country? You may not be able to dedicate the time to do the work that we do. You may not be able to dedicate the time to have a full-time person sitting monitoring legislations in Washington, D.C. and sending you information about bills that are being voted on the next day, so you may be able to voice your voice, to express your voice. But we have dedicated our lives. I beg you, I ask you, when you leave tonight, please go home. Go on our website, actforamerica.org, and sign up and pledge to become a monthly supporter. As little as 50 cents, $1 a day, no matter what you can afford. I beg you to stand with us because our country needs your help. This money is not coming from my pocket. I don't even take a salary from my organization. This money is going to protect our country and to get the people who are able to monitor the bills and to do the work that we need to do in Washington, D.C. to be able to do that. The reason why we are also raising money is because this is an election year. We are doing congressional scorecards that we are going to distribute and voter guides nationwide before the next election. Thank you. We want the average American to have access and see how our elected officials voted on national security. We don't care about any other issue because the issue of national security trumps all at this point. If we lose our country, you can forget about anything else. Under Islamic rule, you're not going to be able to do anything. We need to ensure that we protect America. So we are tracking the voting records of those running for office, those who are in office, that we're going to make it available to many organizations and many churches through our website. And this is how we're going to be able to change the nation. And I am so proud to be standing with you here tonight. I have a wonderful surprise for you. You know, when I spoke here last time, you talk about a dream being fulfilled. I told you that we were looking into an executive director to hire an executive director so he can take the organization, Act for America, and launch it nationwide. I prayed and I asked God to give me the wisdom to choose someone who has the moral clarity, the moral courage, and the moral integrity to stand by my side to defend our country. I was able to find that man, and he is with us tonight. And I cannot be more honored more proud, more thrilled, more blessed, whatever words I cannot even think anymore, to be with him in the same room. Guy Rogers, please come up on stage. Guy Rogers is going to lead us and lead this nation again into protecting our country. And here's why I say again. Guy Rogers was the field director, the national field director for the Christian Coalition. He is the one who invented the voter guides and distributed the voter guides for the Christian Coalition. And we are duplicating the same thing for Act for America. So you can join us and you can work with us to make a difference. Stay standing here, don't go anywhere. I love this guy. One thing before I wrap, I wanted to remind you that I wanted to tell you, and those of you who are on our emailing list, and you all will be on our emailing list by Monday morning, right? Right? Okay, I want to hear a bigger yes. Yes, that's right. The Inspiration Network is airing a special about our organization and about Islam. Watch it on the Inspiration Network on the 15th, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for half an hour, airing 8:30 in the morning and 9 o'clock in the evening. We have made available to them pictures of me in my bomb shelter, pictures of me and my parents, pictures of my childhood that no one has seen before. It's going to be a very moving and very important special about Islam and what's threatening our nation. Tune in and tell your friends. And I'm going to end on this story about actions and why I believe in actions. When I was growing up, my parents always told me, Brigitte, don't tell people how you feel, show them how you feel. And they always said that to me. When my parents passed away, I buried them both in Jerusalem. My father died, and I buried him in Jerusalem. He was living with me at the time. But my mother died before him, 8 months prior, and she was buried in Lebanon. When I knew that I was coming to the States with my husband, I went back to my mother's grave. I dug her out of her grave. I took her out of her casket. I put her in a baby casket that was custom made to fit the trunk of my car. And I drove her to Jerusalem so I can unite her with my father. And I buried them both on Mount Zion in Jerusalem. So my children yet unborn will always know where my loyalty lies, will always be drawn to the state of Israel. I wanted to ensure that even if I die, my commitment and my love for Israel will always be shown to my children years after I die. So they will always be pulled there. That is action, because I knew that actions speak louder than words. That was my commitment. And I challenge you tonight to make the same commitment and let your actions speak louder than your words in regards to defending America. And I want you to repeat after me. I will rise in defense of America. Stand up. Higher. I will rise in defense of America. Good, you're getting there. I will rise in defense of America. We're getting better. I want you higher. I will rise in defense of America.